Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Tonight we are at the home of the St. Louis Park Orioles, bringing you high school girls lacrosse, the first conference home game featuring the Orioles of St. Louis Park and the Spartans of Orono. I am Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us. You can see both teams come in with a 1-1 record. St. Louis Park got off to a rough start against Benilde, losing big 17-1, but they rebounded well on Saturday with a 10-4 win over Apple Valley Burnsville. Orono, meanwhile, their 1-1 record is based on an initial loss to Wayzata, but then they beat Hutchinson last Thursday 10-9. So we're underway here at the football field at St. Louis Park, and Orono in red, St. Louis Park in their customary orange and black uniforms, and we're underway. Orono with possession. Beautiful afternoon, even though it's a little chilly, and a nice save there for the Orioles in nets. With that save is number 45, and we have, let's see, just a brand new program. That's Karina Odos, the freshman, with a big save on Orono, but then she gives up a subsequent opportunity for goal number 1. And Orono, after that first initial save by Odos, gets the first goal of the match. That comes just at 24-26 remaining. I didn't see who got that goal. Here's the replay. Let's see if I can describe it for you accurately. Coming in, that's number 20, and that's who it is for Orono. 34 seconds into it. And I don't have a name for, number 20. Let's see. There she is, Celia Dahl. Orono gets goal number 1. Okay, the ensuing face-off, and those face-offs are very important. The Orioles do control now. Down 1-0 with just the first minute into play. Hard to see into the sun over there. Okay, now I think I got a handle on it. That's number 7 for St. Louis Park. And she takes the shot. Her name is Ryan Rasmussen, the senior. And she gets goal number 1 for the Orioles. So just like that, we're tied at 1. Not even 69 seconds into match number 1. And here's the official announcement from Howard, the PA announcer. Ryan Rasmussen with goal number 1 for the Orioles, answers right back. And such a critical thing to do once you give up a goal to the opponent. If you can answer right back, that takes the momentum right away. So back to the center circle, face off. And in to do the honors. Let's see, we're looking for Orono to come up. And are they going to give a free face-off opportunity to the Orioles? It looks like they are. Not sure I've ever seen that before in lacrosse. Despite the goal, they get a free shot. It's almost like when there's a technical foul, you get the free throws and the ball back, and there's a quick turnaround shot by number 12, who started off on the face-off, and she scores goal number 2. What number is that, Paul? I can't tell. 18. Dahlia Herman answers again with a second goal. Now, wait a minute. I look at the scoreboard, and they have the score now. Guess to Orioles 1. And that is obviously a mistake on the scoreboard. So Dahlia Herman, unassisted right from the faceoff. Now we're going to have a normal faceoff. Our score 2-1 Orioles, despite the scoreboard. And that is picked up by number 32 for the Spartans. That's Layla Regan. And she carries the ball into the Orioles zone. And they'll set up shop on the offensive end. turnover. The nice save again by the 9th grader, Otis, in nets. Really hard to see from this vantage point, especially with that sun coming in. So if you hear silences, it's only because it's hard for me to see who's doing what. But that I can see is number 1. That's Meg Ridgway, a sophomore for the Orioles. She loses it, though, to the Orono Spartans. That's number 38, Dylan Collins. Collins comes right in and scores it to tie it up for the Spartans. We're tied at 2, and this is going to be a high-scoring affair. That goal coming with 22:39 remaining. In half number 1, we play 25 minutes per half. Both teams come in 1-1, so an important Metro West matchup. Here's the official.
Dylan Collins.
So Dylan Collins, I was right about that, got the goal.
2:21.
Comes at 2:21, so already 4 goals in the first 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Back to the center circle. That's number 18, Dahlia Herman. She got goal number 2 for the Orioles. So far back and forth between the Spartans and the Orioles. Number 21 to take the face-off was Haley Haltschut. And they control. Ball now down in scoring zone against the Orioles. Number Otis, now picked up by number 6, Bridget Kringen for Orono. Orono now setting up shop up top. Pass to the corner to number 20, Dahl. And the ball goes out of bounds. That's a turnover for the Orioles. We're tied at 2, just underway. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Are we streaming live on YouTube, Paul? Yes, we are. Great to have you with us. Now number 4 with it for St. Louis Park. That is Alicia Fitzpatrick, just a freshman, as she carries it all the way into the Orono zone. Looking to break the tie here at 2. And she still has it, and now gets poked away on defense by number 24. That was Lila James for Orono, and that drew a whistle. Stops the clock. No, clock continues to run at 21:24. And the referee will set up shop, and she's going to give the ball to number 4 for St. Louis Park. That's Fitzpatrick with a free opportunity. She gets the ball behind the net. That's number 7 with it, Ryan Rasmussen. She had the goal number 1 for the Orioles. We're at 21 minutes remaining. First half just pretty much underway here. First 4 minutes. Right in front, the shot goes off and out of bounds behind. Good opportunity for number 3. That's Emilia Johnson, the senior. And now Orioles with possession. Number 4, Alicia Fitzpatrick, still with it in her basket. Comes back around on top. Now with it is number 1. That is Meg Ridgway, the sophomore. Ridgway gives it up to number 7 once again, Ryan Rasmussen. Rasmussen now carries it around behind the net and gets it to number 35, Gretchen Fandel Thompson, just an 8th grader out there. Fandel Thompson coming right in and forces her way, can't get the shot off, ball on the ground, and it's picked up by Orono. That is number 33 with a nice pickup, getting harassed. And I don't have a name for number 33. Oh, yes, I do. Emily Noss for Orono. Now a whistle as she was trying to rush it out of there, getting double teamed. She's going to retain possession. Clock still running now at 19 and a half minutes remaining. And now the interception by the Orioles, and a chance. That's number 35. Gretchen Fandel Thompson. Now the ball on the ground, as long as a Spartan player as well. That was number 32, falling hard, Layla Ragan. And a whistle will give the ball back to Orono. The Orioles tried to keep it, but the referee said no. Now here come the Orono Spartans at 19 minutes to go on the near side. And forced out of bounds, draws a whistle, and that's a turnover. Now picked up by number 4, Fitzpatrick, and another quick whistle. And a stoppage, and it looks like the Orioles are going to retain possession with Alicia Fitzpatrick. That's number 4 right there. The referee on the sideline calling the shots. 4 now gets it. Fitzpatrick, beautiful pass, threading the needle. Gets it ahead to number 20, that was Riley Widgway. Now here come the Orioles, and the shot and a goal. This time by number 1 for St. Louis Park, Meg Ridgway, the sophomore, comes right around the defense, shows that speed and the nose for the net, just split the defense, and great geometry there, on display by Meg Ridgway. She made a nice cut, used her power to get right around that first defender, and then just went right for the net and got that goal at about shoulder height. And that puts the Orioles up 3-2 with 18:22 remaining. All right, play back underway here. At the center circle. Face-off goes to the Orono Spartans. That is number 20. Once again, Celia Dahl. She comes right in on net. Ball goes out of bounds behind the net. 18:06 remaining. Clock continues to run. Spartans retain possession. They're down 1 here. Back and forth seesaw early on first half. Now to number 21. That is Holschuth. Now behind the net, no, up front. Lost momentarily by Haley Holschuth. Now behind the net, number 31. And the save by Odos. So nice job. Orioles take over possession. Odos holding on to it. And a very aggressive forecheck on display by the Spartans here as we approach 17 minutes remaining first half. Applying lots of pressure in the Orioles zone, thinking they can cause a turnover, and now the ball goes out of bounds, and I believe they did cause a turnover. So their pressure pays off. Orono Spartans now with it, still down 1. Less than 17, and there's a quick shot and a goal by the Spartans. I believe that was number 20. If I'm not mistaken, Celia Dahl. Let's see, there she is, Dahl with it. Cuts back right, gets by the defender. Looking for an angle, and there it was. All alone, Celia Dahl, unassisted, goes low, off the ground, and beats number 45, the goaltender, Karina Odos, who's playing very well here, just a freshman out there. Our score now tied at 3, 16:52 to go. Half number 1. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports, Metro West Girls High School Lacrosse. Now back to the center circle, tied at 3. On a beautiful night, 44 degrees only, but no wind and beautiful sunshine. We'll take it, even though it's a little chilly for this time of year, but it is April in Minnesota, and anything is possible in April in Minnesota weather-wise. Okay, ball loose. Picked up nicely by number 27 for the Orioles, Madeline Anklam, the sophomore, and she tries to bring it on the far side, and that draws a whistle, and I think that's going to be a turnover. It is. Orono now with possession and the momentum after scoring the last 2 goals. Now in the far corner, running with it, number 6, Bridget Kringen. She'll reverse course, come right out in front and try to put it in the net. Goes off the mark. Now ball loose into the far right corner, and nicely picked up by St. Louis Park on that rebound pickup. Those can be such critical plays that go unheralded. That was by number 35, Gretchen Fandel Thompson, but then they lose it right away. But nevertheless, that does not devalue what she was able to do there, picking up those loose balls. because possession is such an important part of lacrosse, I've come to learn. And now Orono has possession in scoring position. 15 and a half minutes remaining. That is number 21 with the spin move. Haley Hultshoot tries to get it off. Good defense by the Orioles. Now coming right in on the rebound. And that shot unable to go. But still possession remains with the Spartans. That's number 6, Bridget Kringen. Kringen now behind the net. Spins around. A little pirouette. And Orono maintaining possession, weaving through, ducking and weaving, and that shot pass goes behind the net. That's to number 38, Dylan Collins, and the save by Odos. So great pressure put on by the Spartans, but the Orioles withstand it, and we're still tied at 3 with under 15 minutes to go, 14:50 to be exact. Now the Orioles. Been a while now since they've been in the offensive zone, and trying to break out with it there was number 35, but it's stolen by number 20, and the save by Odos once again. 20, Celia Dahl came in almost unaccosted on the great save, and now here come the Orioles. Nifty pass ahead to number 3, Emilia Johnson. Johnson now with it at midfield, approaching center field. She comes in, meets the opposition, and draws the whistle as the ball pops out of her basket. Clock continues to run, and the Orioles are maintain possession. We're tied at 3, already 10 minutes into the first half, and now Emilia Johnson, she's coming in. She's got a head of steam on her shoulders. You get the feeling she's going to shoot this ball no matter what. Still with it, and she gets tripped up, and that draws a whistle with just under 14 minutes to go. Emilia Johnson taking over there. And she'll maintain possession with a free opportunity at about a 45-degree angle. In nets for Orono. Ella Farrell. And now Emilia Johnson with the ball. I think she was their leading scorer last year, and she's looking to get on the board here now, I think. And she decides to give it up, and she does. Now coming right in with the shot, unable to get off a clean one, was number 32 for St. Louis Park. Or maybe that was 23, Sulla Myers. Sometimes it's hard to tell with that sun coming right into my eyes. So forgive me for that. I'll do the best I can. Orioles maintain possession, exactly 13 minutes to go here, first half. Okay, behind the net, that is number 7. Brian Rasmussen gives the ball up to number 18 momentarily. That was Dahlia Herman. Now up top, that's again number 3, Emilia Johnson. And again, as I was saying earlier, she's looking to show her offense. The ball was on the ground. She's got her hands up like, what is that? Looking at the official, and that does stop the clock. And maybe we have a little equipment issue suddenly with Emilia Johnson's basket as they attend to that. Or maybe it's a minor hand injury. Nevertheless, Emilia Johnson was able to convince the referee to maintain possession. Clock continues to run now. 12 minutes to go. Now the pass right away behind the net. Centering pass, intercepted, or no, gets knocked loose, and that draws another whistle. And it looked like Orono is going to take possession, and are they going to allow them to keep it? And they do, as it goes into the goaltender's hands, Ella Farrell. So now Orono takes over with 11:38 to go. We're tied at 3. Now into the Orioles zone is Orono. Ball gets lost momentarily, but picked up by Bridget Kringen, number 6. Now Kringen coming to the mid-center field. That pass eludes number 38, Collins, but she regains possession, and now she's got the ball at about the 5-yard line, right along the goal line. Defending her nicely is number 21 for St. Louis Park, Erin Kozlowski, I should say. Now Orono taking their time in this beautiful sunshine. Although it's only 44 degrees, it feels a lot warmer down there, especially because there's no wind. Everybody in short sleeves, so very comfortable for the players. Maybe not so much for the fans, but the players have got to feel this is great. This can be a very hot field, especially in August, football games, soccer games. When it's 80 degrees, this field is more like 100. So this is perfect weather, I think, for these girls playing this first Metro West matchup. 10.5 minutes to go. Orono now showing great patience on offense as we're tied at 3. 38 behind the net for the Orioles. And that draws a whistle. Dylan Collins came right in there. And now they'll maintain possession. Centering pass right in front. Good defense by the Orioles. The shot goes a miss and behind the net and out of bounds. And the Spartans will maintain possession. Play continues on here. That is number 7. She gets triple team, loses the ball. Number 7 is Kate McGran for the Orioles, and now for the Spartans, but now the Orioles come away with it. That's number 18, Dahlia Herman. She sprints into the Spartan territory, spin move, loses her footing momentarily, but keeps possession of the ball in her basket. Great skill set being demonstrated by Dahlia Herman, number 18. Stellar play by her. And there's a whistle, and she'll maintain possession for the Orioles at about the 25-yard line. 9 minutes coming up on in half number 1. Herman now gets it over on the farther flank to number 35. That, of course, is Gretchen Fandel Thompson. She lost it momentarily. Now the ball is behind the net in the basket of number 7, Ryan Rasmussen. Rasmussen now looking for an angle from behind the net. Rasmussen still holding on to it. 8:45 remaining, half number 1. We're tied at 3. Rasmussen with the ball. Turns it back now, gets it to number 24, St. Louis Park. That, of course, is Riley Ridgway. Ridgway now with it behind the Orono net. Comes right in, tries to spin it. And the save nicely done by Ella Farrell for the Spartans. She saw it coming, and she beat the wraparound attempt by the Orioles. Number 20, Ridgway. And now the Spartans have it, still tied at 3. In open field is Kate McGran for the Orioles. She brings it across midfield, passes it to her teammate, number 20. That is Celia Dahl. Dahl comes right in, her shot gets behind the net and out of bounds. Who's going to get possession? And Orono will retain possession. That's number 38 with it, Dylan Collins. Collins now to number 7. McGran now to number 24 for the Orono Spartans. That's Lila James. And now up top to number 32, Layla Regan for Orono. Now Regan over to number 20. Dahl still tied at 3 after a burst of scoring to start the match. There's been a bit of a dearth of time here as both teams have tightened up their defenses, and we're tied at 3. Good match underway. Glad you've joined us here on ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube and getting pushed back away. That's another sign of great defense by the Orioles. In great position as they rotation, and just as I say that, what a sharp shot taken by number 20 for the Spartans. That is Celia Dahl. Here's the replay, the pass from underneath from Kate McGran, and Dahl with a quick shot beats Odos in the upper left-hand corner of the net, and that puts the Spartans up 4-3. That goal comes with 6:52 remaining, half number 1. So good match here in the Metro West. St. Louis Park off to a good start. I think last year they had an off year. I don't remember for sure. So the goal comes with 18:08. Celia Dahl. The assist goes to Kate McGran, number 7. Okay, back to the face-off circle in the middle. So critical time here as we approach the waning moments of half number 1. And Orono, after that goal, gets possession right away. And this is where the Orioles need to put up some good defense Now right in front, and McGran tries her shot, and Odos is there to make another great save for the Orioles. Great stop by Odos as McGran came right in and tried to get another goal. And now the Orioles have it, but now they give it up to McGran. And McGran with it, just as she was trying to get away after intercepting it and picking it up off the ground, drew the whistle, and the Spartans will retain possession. Clock continues to run. 6:15 remaining. The pass inside to number 21. That is Holshoot, the spin move, and her shot goes behind the net. And it looks like the Spartans will retain possession. 6 minutes exactly remaining, half number one. Spartans with a 1-goal lead and possession of the ball late in the first half. Now with it, number 38 for the Spartans. That is Dylan Collins. Now with it was number 32, Layla Ragan. And now the shot taken by number 20, Celia Dahl. That gets deflected in front, goes back behind the net, picked up by the Spartans. 5.5 minutes remaining. Spartans with it behind the net. McGran in front of the quick shot and a goal. This time by number 6 for the Spartans. Bridget Kringen. She took another great pass from McGran. That's McGran, number 7, second assist in a row. Look at that nice pass. Just her vision to see Bridget Kringen open, and she gets goal number 5. And now Orono has opened up a 2-goal lead, the largest of the evening. And that goal comes at 19:37, which means 5:23 remaining here, half number one. So now it's time for the Orioles to stop the bleeding. They're down 2. Lacrosse, such a game of momentum. Okay, to the center circle, and that is number 18 to do the honors. Dahlia Herman for St. Louis Park. Critical face-off here. And it's controlled by Orono. Sneaking in there was number 20 to pick it off. Celia Dahl, she's already got a goal or 2 this evening. Comes right in on Odos, and Odos gets the ball back. And she's played well in nets for the Orioles. Very impressed by that young 9th grader. Showing great poise, and now she tries to outlet it, and she does get it to number 21. For the Orioles, Aaron Kozlowski. Kozlowski now runs in across midfield and into Orono territory. Kozlowski still with it at the 30-yard line. Still with it. Now gets it down on the right side, just off the net, and the ball comes loose, and they were unable to convert that pass, and Orono comes away with it. Number 33, the scrapper for Orono. That is Elia Noss. And she rushes it all the way out and gets it ahead to number 38 for the Spartans. Collins artery into the offensive zone, comes in all alone on Odos, and she rejects it with her right foot. Rebound comes right back to number 38, Collins. Collins with it for Spartans. They got a 2-goal lead, 4:14 to go. Critical stage of this match here for the Orioles. They've got to try to prevent goal number 3. Now, here come the Spartans with it. Collins, number 20. Celia Dahl, her shot comes right in, and Odos makes another great save. She has made one save after another for the Orioles, especially with that sun in her eyes in the first half. And Odos now looking for an outlet pass. I look at the clock, 3:45 remaining now, half number one. Orioles with a 2-goal deficit. They were tied at 3 until the Orono Spartans got 2 goals in a row. Odos finally gets it out, and she loses it, and it's picked up by Dahl. Here she comes right in on Odos, and Odos makes another great save. My goodness, Dahl with it. Right in front of the shot, taken, and another save by Odos. So quick with that net, Odos. What a story here. Even though they're down 2, she has been amazing in nets, as she stymied number 24, Lila James, who was at point-blank range. And here come the Spartans again with number 38, Dylan Collins. 3 minutes remaining. Here comes Collins on the right flank, looking for someone to pass to. Right in front, there's another shot that goes over the crossbar and out of play. And possession will remain with Orono. They have really taken over on the offensive zone here. Clock continues to run, 2:45. Orioles trying to get out of here without giving up another goal, and maybe, just maybe, they can get an offensive rush to get a goal back themselves before halftime. Okay, now the Spartans. Number 4, Caroline Close. Close now to the near side. That's number 24, Lila James. James with it. Looking for a cutter in front. Now back behind the net to McGran. And boy, has she been effective as an assist maker, playmaker. And here comes McGran. She's going to come in on her own. Takes a quick shot, and Odos answers again. I am so impressed with Karina Odos in nets for St. Louis Park, and that one gets by right across the goal crease. 1:56 remaining. Possession maintains with Orono. Now number 6, Kringen. Behind the net, and the quick shot, and that goes awry off and behind the net into the corner, chasing it. And are they going to give it to St. Louis Park? Who are they going to give it to? Orono still has possession. They are really putting the pressure on. Kringen with 1.5 minutes remaining in half number 1. They've got 2 goals in a row. They're on a bit of a run here, trying to make it 3 just before half. Now right in front, and that shot is blocked in front. No, she didn't shoot it, actually. That was number 4, Caroline Close for the Spartans. From my vantage point, it's sometimes hard to tell what's happening. Dylan Collins, and that shot, it goes in the net, and they're going to call it a goal. Oh, and I hate to say a cheap goal, but it sort of just dribbled in there, didn't it? I'm not even sure it's going to get credit for that, although we will find out with 1:04 remaining. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here. Shot right there in the middle. It got blocked by Odos, and then the rebound by number 24. So Lila James took the pass from Kringen. She got the shot off. Odos made the initial save, but just like hockey, she gave up the rebound right back to number 24, Lila James, and then she was able to dribble it low past Odos. Boy, Karina Odos has played unbelievably well tonight. Even though she's given up 6 goals, she's kept them in it. It could be a lot worse. So now, with 1:04 remaining, Orioles have given up 3 in a row. Now would be a great time for them to get a goal right before halftime. Get some sort of momentum going into half number 2. But following the face-off, it's controlled by Orono, and they are really starting to dominate. Here comes number 32. That is Layla Regan. Regan cuts back left, turns back around. 47 seconds remaining, half number 1. Now to number 4. That is Caroline Close. To 24, James, who just scored. Now to the far side. That's 32 with it. Layla Regan. And now still Orono really having their way on offense. 26 seconds remaining. They are in firm control right here. Spin move, rushing with it. 21 is Hull, shoots her shot. Now behind the net to McGran, number 7. She is a playmaker. 12 seconds remaining. McGran still with it, deep. As they put the pressure on her, she comes right out in front of the net. Her quick shot gets deflected in front. Rebound to the far corner. 3 seconds remaining, and that should do it. And there is the horn signaling the end of half number 1. Our score after 1 half of play from St. Louis Park on ParkTV 16 Sports, 6-3 Orono. Come on back for half number 2.
The first half, St. Louis Park's 3 goals were scored by number 7, Ryan Rasmussen, 10, Lily Fandel Thompson, and number 1, Meg Ridgway. Orono scored 6 goals, 3 scored by number 20, Celia Dahl. The remaining goals were scored by number 38, Dylan Collins, 6, Bridget Kringen, and number 24, Lila James. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is Teacher Appreciation Night at St. Louis Park High School. Tonight, we would like to honor the girls lacrosse players and the teachers who were influential to them. First up is Margot Pollock and the teacher from the middle school, Gladys Romero. Next up, Emilia Johnson and the teacher, Lori Keekley. Here's Ryan Rasmussen and the teacher, Alex Polk. Next, we have Lily Fandel Thompson and the teacher from Aquila, Samantha Osmondson. Next up, Gretchen Fandel Thompson, and from the middle school, Scott Begliner. Next, we have Meg Ridgway and the teacher, Rob Dave Breitenbucher. Next up, Riley Ridgway and the teacher, Robert Hanson. Here's Karina Otost and the teacher, Samantha Whiffley. Next, Brooke Scott and the teacher, Abby Rose. Next up is Anna McCallan and the teacher, Chad Osted. Here is Erin Kozlowski and once again, Alex Polk. Next up, Ashley Berry and once again, Robert Hanson. Here is Shady Falcon and Patrick Hartman. Next up, Madeline Anklam and once again, Chad Osted. Next up, Ailish Fitzpatrick and the teacher, Ms. Emma. And finally, Katie Grimm and the teacher, Bobby Otto. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a nice hand for the Oriole Varsity Girls lacrosse players and their honored teachers. Thanks to all of the junior varsity and varsity players and all of the participating teachers on Teacher Awareness Night.
You're going to need me. You're going to need us. All of us.
In just a moment,
You're going to need our technical skills, our math, our engineering skills. You're going to need our help with your water, your air, your food. You're going to need our organizational skills, our problem-solving skills. You're going to need our determination, our honesty, our compassion. You're going to need the next generation of leaders to face the challenges the future will bring. And we promise we'll be there when you need us.
Welcome back to Park TV 16 Sports on location. Tonight we are at the home of St. Louis Park, bringing you girls varsity lacrosse, Metro West styles, featuring the Orono Spartans visiting the St. Louis Park Orioles. And there's our score at halftime, 6-3. If you're just joining us, it started off with a seesaw battle. St. Louis Park got goal number 1, then back and forth. It was tied at 1, then 2-1, tied at 2, 3 apiece for a long while until Orono broke ahead with 3 consecutive goals to end half number 1. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us. 25 minutes on the board, second half. First conference matchup for both teams. So it's very important. Let's see how the Orioles come out of halftime, where they just honored their favorite teachers in a very nice sentimental ceremony here. And now we're underway. Orono in red, and they win the first possession, and they've won a couple of those consecutively. And there's a quick shot and a goal for Orono, and they pick up right where they left off in the first half, and I believe that was number 21. I'm looking right into the sunshine, so it's sometimes hard for me to identify the players, but I thought I caught number 21. But listen to Howard on the PA.
Celia Dahl.
Celia Dahl, number 20, got the goal.
17 seconds.
And that comes just
Dahl
17
at
seconds
17
into
seconds.
half number 2. And more concerning for the Oriole fans is that is the 4th consecutive goal by Orono. As I mentioned at the outset of our second half broadcast, they were tied at 3 for quite a while in half number 1 before Orono ripped off 3 in a row, and now they add a 4th here early in the second, and now they've got another face-off, and that is going to become critical here for the Orioles. They've got to get possession of the ball if they want to start to bite into this lead by the Spartans. But right now the Spartans have a 4-goal run, and they're up 4, 7-3, and with the ball once again, and that is despite the heroic goaltending efforts by Karina Odos, the 9th grader in nets. All right, Orono with the ball. That is Bridget Kringen, number 6, behind the net for Orono. She gets it over to number 38. That is Dylan Collins. Collins with it. Centering pass intended for McGran, who came in and kind of spun around, unable to pick it up. The ball comes loose, but it's picked up by the Spartans, and that is not a good sign for the Orioles either. All these loose balls seem to be ending up in Spartans baskets this time. That was number 32, Layla Reagan. R-A-G-A-N. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Regan or Reagan? Doesn't seem like it should be Reagan, but coming right in for the Orioles was number 20, Celia Dahl. Her shot goes awry. Now on the ensuing possession, the centering pass intended for 21, Holshus for the Spartans. Ball comes loose, now picked up by Holshus, number 21 behind the net. And she holds on to it, now gets it to McGran, now on the top there to number 20, that's Celia Dahl. Dahl now loses it momentarily. And it comes loose, struggling for it for the Orioles was number 1 on her knees, digging for it, Meg Ridgway, the sophomore. But the Spartans retain possession, coming right in, Dahl. Her shot goes behind the net and out of play. Clock continues to run, just underway here, second half. You're watching Park TV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. Now Kringen behind the net, gets it to the near side to number 20. That is Celia Dahl. Now up top to number 32, Reagan. And the shot and a goal for the Spartans, and that's their 4th or 5th in a row. That's going to make it 8-3. That goal comes with 22:25 remaining. And here's the replay right there into the sunshine. Number 32, I believe, was Layla Reagan, who came right along the right seam there and put it in the back of the net, beating Karina Otis.
Number 32, Layla Reagan.
Layla Reagan with the goal. 8-4 now, Spartans.
35.
So after a really good start by the Orioles,
35.
they have struggled here since late in half number 1 and now into half number 2. Our score 8-3, 22:25 to go. Orioles looking for some sort of spark, and they've got to get a face-off, and they lose another one. That is going to be trouble. Celia Dahl with the ball right into McGran on the doorstep again, right in front. Kristen Kringen, or excuse me, Bridget Kringen almost picked it up, but now the Orioles come away with it. On the near side, the ball loose and picked up nicely by number 28 for the Orioles, Margot Polak. And now the Spartans have it again with number 21, Holshus. Into the Orioles zone. Number 32 with it is Reagan, who just scored a moment ago. Reagan still with it. Now gets it to number 20, Dahl. Back to Reagan. Reagan now, 32 on that far flank. Cuts back left, passes it to Dahl. Kind of like a tag team in wrestling, just kind of passes it. Dahl now getting double teamed as they put the pressure on defensively. Now McGran right in front of the shot and a goal. Nice pass by Kate McGran, number 7 to number 21, Haley Holshut. And now it's 9-3 Spartans. That goal comes with 21:08 remaining. And the floodgates are off right now as we look back at that beautiful emblem on this gorgeous artificial turf field here at St. Louis Park. They actually have a huge stadium here. Gorgeous athletic complex for football, soccer, lacrosse. And now back to the center circle. Clock stopped with 21:08 remaining, second half. Our score 9-3. Orioles looking for something here. And it will start with getting possession. And that is Johnson with it. Number 3. Here we go. Emilia Johnson, the senior. She's their leader. Been very quiet offensively so far. And now she's got the ball. Let's see what she can do with it. She's very talented for the Orioles, and it's time to see if they can answer. Now with the ball, number 18. That is Dahlia Herman. Herman with it. Now gives it up. With the ball now is number 20. That is Riley Ridgway. Ridgway circles all the way back around, still with it. Almost a 360. Now the ball gets poke checked out of her basket. Ball in front. Some pushing and shoving draws a whistle. And that's going to be a turnover against the Orioles as they committed the infraction. And now the ball will start with the Spartans with 20:08 remaining here. Second half. And with the ball for Orono. Deep in her own zone. That was number 11, Gabby Stevens. She passes it right up nicely, and now it's all the way in Bridget Kringen's basket. Now the lead pass to McGran on the far side. She's got an angle to shot and a goal by McGran as she takes the pass from Kringen. But it all started back with number 11, Gabby Stevens. What an efficient play. I think they got it down there in 3 passes, didn't they? Wow, very impressive. The pass to McGran on the run, beats Otis off the ground and bounces it in. And that started all the way back with Gabby Stevens back in her own shadows of her own goal. Passed it ahead. So that was 1 pass, then to Kringen. 3 passes, 120 yards on the ground, and another goal. It's 10-3 now. Clock stopped at 19:46 remaining, and the Spartans are really playing impressively here. Orioles are going to have to dig deep to try and stop the momentum. And now on the ensuing face-off, the Spartans have it again, and it has been a long time since the Orioles have won a face-off. Well into the first half, and now the ball loose behind the Orioles net, picked up again by the Spartans. Celia Dahl, no, excuse me, that's number 38 with it. Dylan Collins for the Spartans. Now in front, rushing the net is Celia Dahl, and she puts it behind the net, and they are off to the races here for the Spartans. That's their 11th goal. Comes with 19:15 remaining. So we were tied at 3 in the first half. As we look at the replay, Celia Dahl comes right in. Nifty crossover move there, comes up high, and puts the ball in the lower right quadrant of that goal. And nothing Karina Otis can do.
Scoring for Orono,
Completely
number 20,
handcuffed.
Celia Dahl.
Celia Dahl credited with that 11th goal, so 11-3. And I don't know if we have a mercy rule since they've been really doing running time since the beginning. I don't know if that's a rule change. It certainly feels like it is from the prior years we've done girls high school lacrosse here. But the clock is stopped right now with that goal. 11-3 our score. And back to the center circle for the face-off, and the Orioles need to get a face-off here. And it's loose, and it's picked up by the Spartans once again. This time Celia Dahl, now a whistle, and they're going to keep it with the Spartans. Clock continues to run now. 19 minutes remaining. Half number 2. Now into the far corner. And off the bench and on the pitch is number 30 for the Spartans. I don't have a name for her. And they retain possession, and there's this time a shot and a goal by number 4 for the Spartans. That's Caroline Close getting goal number 12. My goodness. Here comes McGran, and there is another assist for McGran as number 4, Caroline Close, takes that pass. And you know, the story of the match is that number 7 for the Spartans, Kate McGran, so many assists. She truly seems to be the straw that stirs their offense. And now we have a timeout on the field. Our clock is stopped with 18:39 remaining, and that might give us a chance here to look at the upcoming schedule. Paul, you read my mind. That's perfect. So they have 4 road games coming up. They're 1-1 coming into tonight. They're probably going to leave at 1-2, and then on the road, they won't be back home until May 12th, and maybe we'll have temperatures in the 70s by then. We can only hope. St. Paul Academy will be here on May 12th. But on the road, if you want to follow them, Robbinsdale Cooper, not too far down the road. Neither is Irondale. Mount Westonka, a little far west. But you can stop and have something to eat along the way, along Lake Minnetonka. And then, of course, at Holy Angels down in Richfield before back at home for 3. Hopkins, Bloomington, Kennedy, then at Jefferson, and they finish up the regular season late in May against Waconia. But right now, their focus is on how can they stop the Spartans' defense. I look out there, and the coaches are talking to their players. It looks like the Orioles have new uniforms this year. They certainly look new. Something about them, and a little bit different style. They look good. Little trim around the lower part of the skirt there, and they look good. They started out tied up at 3, exchanging goals with this what's turning out to be a very good Spartans team. And they're talking it over here to see what they can do, and really what they need to do is win a face-off. They have really not had possession of the ball at all for any amount of time to speak of since late in the first half, if even that. The Spartans have really since then just dominated. They were tied at 3, and then 9 consecutive goals have given them a 12-3 lead. Okay, coming out of the timeout, I look at the scoreboard, 18:39 to go. It's a chilly night here in St. Louis Park. Don't let that sunshine fool you. It's about 43 degrees and dropping. Thankfully, the wind is not prevalent. Otherwise, it could be a lot colder. But those players running around in that temperature, it's got to feel pretty good. I think the fans might be feeling it. I look in there. Look out there. There's blankets and hoodies and winter hats. All right, about to begin here following that long timeout. 18:39 to go. Back to the face-off circle. Can the Orioles get possession on that? And they do. Number 27 did the honors, and she did a prolific job there. Do I have a name for her? Yes, Madeline Aklom took the faceoff and won it and retained possession, and now the Orioles have the ball, and this is the beginning to try to cut into that lead just a little bit right in front. The quick shot and a goal by number 28. Just like that, Margot Pollock took the pass and delivered the ball in the back of the net, beating the goaltender, Ella Farrell. Here she is. Look at the nice hesitation move and then the quick over the shoulder using her length. Beats number 11, Gabby Stevens, and their goaltender, Ella Farrell. And again, not to sound righteous, but winning those face-offs is critical. More critical than in hockey, way more critical than in hockey. In hockey, right, the puck is so much more elusive on the ice, but in lacrosse, you can really possess that ball. So Ridgway gets the assist, and now St. Louis Park, following that timeout, and what a smart timeout that was, it resulted in a winning faceoff, and this is someone new that's winning the faceoff, and now she wins another one. Number 27, Madeline Aklom coming right in. And, just lost it as she was about to get a shot off. It would have been a second consecutive goal. Now the ball is loose, and it's picked up by Orono's number 24, Lila James. But I like the move that the head coach for St. Louis Park made, Kate Pearson, I believe her name is, as she inserted 27, Madeline Aklom, into the last two center circle faceoffs, and she won them both, only to lose it at the last second as they were about to score their second goal. Meanwhile, 17 and a half minutes remaining. Orono now with it. 12-4 their lead in the second half, and that shot gets deflected in front, picked up by Celia Dahl, number 20 for the Spartans. So plenty of time left here. If the Orioles can get possession back without giving up any other goals, maybe they can start to claw their way back into this, but they need to get possession. Unfortunate, they won that second face-off in a row and couldn't convert, and now right in front, the ball comes loose, a whistle. Odos has it in her basket, and they're gonna give possession to the Orioles. It appears, as the clock continues to run, under 17 seconds. No, they're gonna give the ball to the Spartans, so a bad break there for the Orioles as we look at number 45 for the Spartans, and I don't have a name for her. So they don't pass out programs at these matches anymore at St. Louis Park, so it makes it difficult for the announcers to know who's who. We'll have to try to dig deeper next time, as we don't have a complete roster, unfortunately. All right, now here comes Celia. No, that's number 21 with it, Halshus. Coming right in, ball loose in front of Odos, and coming up with a quick shot was McGran. That ball got deflected. Now it's behind the net. Fighting for it for the Orioles with Alish Fitzpatrick, the freshman, and we have a whistle and a stoppage, and they're going to give the ball to St. Louis Park, but way deep behind their own net. Can they break it out successfully? That is Fitzpatrick with it. Number 4 finds some space for herself. Now tries to get it out, but an intended pass gets deflected off of number 1, Medj Ridgway, and the Orono Spartans now have it once again. As I look at the clock, there's approaching 15 and a half minutes remaining, and the shot and a goal, just like that by the Spartans, answers the lone goal in the second half by the Orioles. And our score now is 13-4. That goal comes with 15:33 remaining. And we'll listen to the Caroline Close, number 4, gets credit for the goal. I believe that's her second of the evening. And that puts the Spartans back up by 9. As I look at the sideline, coming off, appearing to be a bit injured, was number 1 for the Orioles, Meg Ridgway. I saw her kind of lean over, and I see her come off on the sideline, and she's got her hands on her hips. Hope she's going to be okay. Back to the center circle, however, and number 27 has done well. Madeline Aklom, and she wins. That's 3 in a row for Aklom. And now they lost it right like that again, but she won those face-offs 3 in a row, and they should keep her there, obviously. Unfortunately, they were unable to control it momentarily after that, and now the Spartans are back in business on offense as we approach 15 minutes remaining in half number 2 of this Metro West Girls High School Lacrosse matchup. Now behind the net, that is number 45 for Orono, who I do not have a name for, unfortunately. And now Orono with the ball still in the Orioles zone behind the net to number 45, the nameless one. Off the bench, centering pass in front, gets it to 24, and that quick turnaround shot results in a goal. That was 24. And I do have a name for her, Lila James. We've called it before. There's 45 behind the net. Nobody really on her. Gets that pass in traffic. And the nice spin move by the lengthy 24 Lila James results in goal number 14. That comes with 14:36 remaining. And our score is 14-4. So lots of 4s and 14s in that sequence. Clock stopped. Half number 2, back to the center circle, and glad to see Madeline Anklam, who might be starting to establish an identity for herself as a face-off specialist for the Orioles, and boy, could they use one, and that ball comes loose, and they win that one. Picked up quickly by number 35. That is Gretchen Fandel Thompson as she rushes it all the way in on the goal, and a whistle as the ball goes behind the net. Clock continues to run. Here's that replay with the spin move and the nice save by Ella Farrell. But ball remains with 35. Thompson, Fandel Thompson, I should say. Gretchen Fandel Thompson. Point blank range to try to beat Ella Farrell. She'll come right in with the shot, gets double teamed with the Malachi crunch. Her shot gets deflected in front by Farrell. Ball loose on the far side, still loose. And a whistle, and they're going to give the ball to the Spartans, unfortunately for the Orioles, and they break out quickly. On the near side, taking the pass beautifully is number 32, Layla Reagan. Reagan now brings it into the Orioles zone. Clock says 13.5 minutes remaining. Orioles down by 10, 14-4. Second half. Into the far corner, and the shot draws a whistle as it goes into the back of the net. Are they going to wave off that goal? I heard a whistle, and I think they're going to stop the play, but they're going to give Orono a point-blank free shot right there as they move quickly. And quickly, Celia Dahl comes in, and Odos makes the save. A ball came back, and she caught it just before it went over the goal line. So 2 nice saves there by Odos on one shot. Her outlet pass gets intercepted, and now it's picked up by number 16. That's Araya Reagan for the Spartans. And she'll give up the ball, and the Spartans have possession, a 10-goal lead with 12:39 remaining, and now a whistle behind the net. Draws a stoppage in play with 12.5 minutes to go. Clock continues to run. I think, as I mentioned before, that's a rule change. And now in front, but far out, a free shot opportunity for number 45, the nameless one, and she'll take a quick shot. She goes low, and Otis is too quick to allow that one to get in as she now gets rid of it behind the net, and now it's taken right back away by the Spartans, and the quick shot hits the crossbar, I believe, deflected in front, and now a shot and a goal on the rebound in favor of the Spartans, and I believe 45, the nameless one, picked up that rebound and beat Odos. At 11:57 remaining, it's going to be 15-4. Although there seems to be some discussion of whether it's going to count or not. And maybe not, as Odos has the ball in her basket. They may have blown it dead before the goal. No goal, I heard. So no goal on the play. Who's going to have possession of the ball, though? That's the question. Looks like Odos has it. So nice save by Odos. As she has it, she'll break it out to the left side. And right away, they are struggling getting the ball out of their own zone. Orono surrounding them. Ball loose. Still loose, and now coming away with it is Ella James. Number 24, Lila James. And Orono with it once again. Ball deflected by Odos behind the net. Less than 11 and a half minutes to go here, half number 2. Now coming right in, 45, goes right up high, way high into the corner. Well done by number 45 for the Spartans. As she then does get goal number 15. Here's that replay. She comes in, and look how she went really high up on Odos. And there's so much room there, especially with Odos in net. And that would be the scouting report, I think, on Odos, is that I would try to go high on her, and that's what they did, and they got that 15th goal. So clock now is now running time. It's already running time anyway. They only were stopping it when there was a goal, which I still think is a change from prior years with girls lacrosse. But now they're going to run it even when goals are scored. So 15:45 remaining. Face-off again. This time won by the Spartans once again. And now they're back into the offensive zone, and another shot and another goal by the Spartans. So they are not letting up at all here, folks. This time, number 38 with her little Viking wide receiver Jefferson dance. That is all the rage. That Jefferson wide receiver has created quite the dance that everybody is emulating in high school and all the sports. What's that wide receiver's name? John Jefferson? No, that was a San Diego wide receiver. Justin Jefferson, that's who it is. So Collins gets that goal for Orono. They're up 16-4. Clock continues to run under 10 minutes. In fact, 10:40 right now to go. Orioles scored 3 in the first half, just 1 here in the second half. And they go back to the center circle. And let's see, can't see who's doing the honors this time. It was number 15 for St. Louis Park. That was Sophia Mavis. And she lost that chance. And now 45, the nameless one for the Spartans, who got the last goal, the goal before last goal. 16 of them so far for Orono. They came into this game with a record of 1-1, as did the Orioles. They will leave with a 2-1 record, as the Orioles will fall to 1-2. Boy, they got off to such a great start. They scored the very first goal within the first minute. They were up 2-1, 3-2, then it was tied at 3, and then Orono took off after that. 13-1 since has spelled the difference now. 8.5 minutes to go. Orioles with the ball. And now the Spartans have it back again. And a whistle as they were running in that far quadrant corner. 8:13 remaining. Fast-moving contest overall. We started at 6 o'clock. 50 minutes of playing time. And now here comes Orono. Ball behind the net, loose. Nice spin move by 45. She's being guarded closely by number 4, Alicia Fitzpatrick for the Orioles. Now in front. Orono's number 4, close. She's got 2 goals of the night. And right in front, and another goal by Orono, this time by number 38, Dylan Collins. Gives Orono their 17th goal, and there is no let up in these girls, is there? They are going to keep going for the goals. No mercy being displayed out there as we watch 38 come right in and deliver that shot inside that left post and beats Odos. Despite this score, I feel really good about their soft freshman goaltender. It's early in the season. There's some good talent out there for the Orioles. I think they have a positive season ahead of them. They just got to be able to sustain the way they were playing at the beginning here when they were matching them goal for goal. But the Spartans clearly have a lot of talent out there, as they have been dominating for about 3/4 of this match. Okay, back to the center circle. Clock continues to run. We're in running time because our score is 17-4, and now a quick whistle. 6.5 minutes remaining, and the ball will go to, unfortunately, the Spartans. And again, 24 off to the races, Lila James. And losing it momentarily was number 38, but picked it up again. Dylan Collins for Orono. Now to the near side, McGran. Now to 21. Hallshuth, and we'll see if they try to just take some time off the clock here. They're going to continue to try to run up the score. Ball intercepted, now picked up by the Orioles. Again, this time number 27, Madeline Acklam, who's really distinguished herself here in half number 2, 27, still with possession. Gets that pass off, and now it's deflected in front, loose. Spartans try to pick it up, and now a whistle as players hit the turf. 5:38 remaining, and the Orioles will retain possession, so a break for them. Now with the ball, that's number 30 for the Orioles, and that was Brooks Scott, the sophomore. Scott with it, now ball loose, and McGran has it for the Spartans. Now to the near far side, attempted to get it to number 42, who I don't have a name for. And meanwhile, here come the Spartans deep into the Orioles zone, splitting the defense and taking her down like, my goodness, it looks like soft football out there. Number 45 for the Spartans, and I don't have a name for her either. Got taken down right in front by 2 Oriole players, and that's going to result in a free shot, I believe, for the Spartans, but maybe I'm wrong. Clock continues to run. Less than 5 minutes to go. 4 minutes and 40 seconds. And that was a turnover. They gave the ball back to the Orioles. I could not explain to you why, but they have it nevertheless. That's Elise Fitzpatrick. She brings up the midfield. A nifty pass to number 1. That, of course, is Meg Ridgway. Ridgway now into the offensive zone. Loses it. Picks it back up. Just off to the left of the goal. Now she'll come right in with a shot. And a goal by number 1, Meg Ridgway. Almost single-handedly willed that in. And she looked like she was hurt momentarily. Look at the replay by Ridgway. Look at the perseverance of number 1 right at the goal line. Saw the opening as everyone abandoned her. She came right in, went high, and beat the goaltender, Ella Farrell. And that's goal number 5 and her second goal of the night. Number 1 to Meg Ridgway. So nice goal there, coming with less than 4 minutes to go. Clock continues to run. Meg Ridgway, goal number 2 on the night. And we'll go back to the center circle. Clock continues to run here. 3:36, 3:35. Back to the center circle. And nice little momentum here for the Orioles to build on going into their next matchup, which will be coming up on Thursday, day after tomorrow at Robbinsdale. 4 o'clock start if you want to travel out to watch them. Just a short jaunt to Robbinsdale. Now the Spartans, following that goal by the Orioles, they have possession. And now to number 21, Haley Hallshuth. And boy, the Spartans, they look like a well-oiled machine here late in half number 2. Both these teams still trying to find their identity. Now on the far side, 38 with it, Dylan Collins. That sun continues to come right into this press box. All right, now here come the Spartans, and the quick shot by number 45 goes wide right. Clock continues to run at 2:40 remaining second half. And the ball goes out of bounds, and I think that is going to result in a turnover in favor of the Orioles. It does, and so they'll start it out in that far, far corner in the sunshine. I can't even identify that Oriole player. I think it's number 30, however. It is. That's Brooks Scott. And the Orioles still have it. Scott had it there. Now she loses it again. Still has it. Now lost again. And the ball comes all the way deep into the Orioles zone, and that is Spartans with it with a shot deflected in front, saved by Odos. That was shot by the nameless number 45, who's really been prolific on offense here in the second half. Sorry, I don't have her name. Now in front by the Spartans, that's number 4 with it, Caroline Close. She's got at least 2 goals tonight, and that shot. Was that another goal? It was. As Odos gets beat again, unfortunately, that's going to be goal number 18 with 1.5 minutes remaining. Our score now 18-5. There was the replay.
Number 21,
21.
Holshoe.
Haley Holshoe gets that goal.
23-24. Holshoe.
23-24, according to Howard, the prolific PA announcer here at Oriole Stadium. I don't know if they have a name for this place. Nobody's got the naming rights yet. Maybe ParkTV 16.
In the second half, 1 minute.
All right, less than a minute remaining. Back to the center circle. Of course, the outcome is academic with our score 18-5. But what a great beginning here for the Orioles. I thought they played really well, especially early on. They matched the Spartans goal for goal. And I really liked their resilience here in the second half as they were, despite being outclassed by the Spartans, they were able to get 2 goals in the second half. And Odos, she picked that up right at the last second. 30 seconds remaining. Orioles with the ball. They got a chance for one more rush here. See if they can get something going. Something to build on more. Now with the ball, number 7 with it. That is Ryan Rasmussen. Rasmussen still with it. Look at the clock, 13 seconds remaining. Now picked up on the near side. That is number 16 for the Orioles, Anna McCallan. McCallan still with it. 2 seconds remaining. Can she get a shot off? She gets a pass instead, and now, just as she got it to Gretchen Fandel Thompson, as she just was going to turn and rush towards the goal, the final siren sounds here, signaling the end of this match. Our score from St. Louis Park Stadium, 18-5 for Orono. They go to 2-1. St. Louis Park goes to 1-2. So for Paul Broden, our producer, Leah Danielson on the camera, my name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again.